And we're back here. So we're going to open up Notability again. All right. So, what did you do? Entertain, inform, persuade? Well, I read the book, Richard Wright, and, I read Richard, and the library card. There we go. I read the book Richard Wright and the library card and was informed that African Americans in Memphis, Tennessee couldn't check out books from the library, so he and another man created a plan to do that. So I said I chose informed. I could have done entertain, inform, because the biographies sometimes are written like a story, but I did it informed. What did you learn? Well, I learned that, so that's where I just use that sentence starter again. I learned that Richard Wright was moved to Memphis, Tennessee to earn money to move to Chicago, where he would have more opportunities to live a better life. While in Memphis, he desperately wanted to read, but he couldn't check out books in the library. A man named Jim Falk wrote notes for him, saying that Richard was checking out books for him. This allowed Richard to check out the books he wanted. So they're just kind of like a big main idea of what the book was all about. Interesting? Well, this was my opinion, something I thought was interesting. Even though Richard and Jim didn't change laws or change anything big in history, this was an incredibly interesting story because it was all about one man's simple wish and how a person who was black and a person who was white worked together to make things more fair. That really was interesting to me. And then questions do I have? I actually have 2 wonders. I wonder how long it took for segregation laws to change for libraries, where no matter what color of skin you had, you could go to a library. And I wonder what would have happened to Jim if you were caught doing this. So I got kind of nervous the first time I read this. Okay, so after you're done, you actually are going to post this. You're going to post this into Schoology. And today is going to be just a little bit different though, because after you post in Schoology, one thing I want you to do then is go through and read what other people are doing. So. And make comments about them. And so you're going to post this, and then I want you to just go ahead and read some other people's biographies, other things that they're reading, and make a comment on it. You only have to make at least one comment, but say things like, "Oh, that sounds really interesting to me," or like, "Oh, I want, that was a really big important thing." Any kind of comment, and also you really can kind of think about comparing and contrasting. How was your biography the same as other biographies? Or how was your biography different than other biographies that people read? So really doing that good compare-contrast. So post this on Schoology. You're going to, and then as soon as you're done, look at some other people's and then make a comment. And really kind of think, how is their biographies the same as yours or how is theirs different? Just make some good, appropriate, positive comments. Have fun reading your own book and have fun reading other people's DLIQs about their biographies. Bye, everybody.